the most powerful telescope on this earth? Tell me, why would the Vatican need the most powerful telescope on this earth? Anyway, like and subscribe. Peace.
Alpha waves.
Wow, man, yo, that was a long time. That was like one of my first videos. I could see the rust.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to Drop Top Hitter.
But even now, a lot of people don't know about that telescope.
Like I said in the video, I've asked people that are Catholics, do you know that you even have that? You know, and then they end up telling me, why would we have? They even say it themselves, why would we have a telescope called Lucifer? I'm saying, look it up, and then they go and look it up. They get back to me. They're like, oh yeah, okay. You know, so it's kind of crazy. Like, if you're gonna be involved in something, at least research it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I'm a strong believer in that.
So them guys have got Lucifer telescopes. They've got pieces of rock that are supposedly not supposed to be from here. You know, so they have to ask themselves, what are they looking for? If they've got like a special telescope that you can put crystals in so you can see in infrared, they must know that there's something out there that they're looking for.
100%.
A lot of people say, oh, they might be looking for God. You know, I've heard people say stuff like that. They might be looking for God.
What, with Lucifer?
Yeah. Is that exactly?
Yo, hey, let me just allow that talk there, because that sounded too controversial.
Very controversial. But also though, I don't know if anyone remembers that the Pope, I don't remember what Pope it was, but the Pope actually, you know, they actually said at one point that you know, if aliens come here, we're gonna greet them and we're gonna be nice to them.
Yeah.
You know, they was actually saying that, like, it's like, you know, if they ever came here, and yeah, so definitely something going on with that, with their situation with this Lucifer telescope. And people look into it, man. Look into it.
Yeah, that Lucifer telescope thing sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. And when you get a chance as well, people, make sure you check out the NASA video I got as well.
You know what? Before we get into the big subjects of the day, I wanted to ask you a question here, because I think that I'd like to hear your take on it. You see this instance here. You know about the you know America, yeah, they call the native people native Indians or whatever, yeah. Do you believe they didn't exist, or do you believe that, you know, the indigenous people were just Indians, or do you think that they, I don't know, talk to me. I want to know your take on that, because I've heard people say that there are indigenous Indian looking or Navajo or what do you call them, like Tonto, that kind of looking people in America. But I've heard someone else also say and show information to say that there's no evidence to show these people were ever there. So where do you stand on that?
Yo, hey, I want them feel like you're
Wow,
Belly me gun, you know, Jeffrey, and watch me step like a centipede. Jeez.
Done though, family. Done though, Belly Vision, man. Special guest. Special guest.
Man.
Yeah, man's good, man. Come on. Just flipping a little something, you know.
Where's he gone? Put him back. Bring him back.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit.
Yeah, I think we used to.
Hey, do you know what, Billy? Hey, Billy, it's funny you turned up exactly when you did. Did you see the video we just played?
No, I didn't even see it still. I just see Keys WhatsApp thing and quickly just jumped over in it. There was some love in that still, so.
Come on, now.
Alright, saying that, I thought you saw the video. I thought that's why you jumped on, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I've been saying for a little while, like, you see you and your brother James Jones, I think between the two of you, like, obviously you man are atheist or agnostic, whatever you call it, yeah, but I think to an extent, I think you guys are like soul searching. That's what I think it is. Like the more I think into it deeply, and then I looked at what Peniros just showed us in that video. I said, hold on, these Christians are scientists. What they call Catholics. They've been scientists since the 1600s.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So enough of them could have turned atheists or whatever, but I think there's a deeper meaning to all of this, man. And I think that,
you know what, bro? Let me tell you the truth, man. You know, like obviously the religion thing, and man's got the block and so and so. Yeah. Really and truly, fam. You know, I don't really care about it, bro. Like it's not a. You know what I'm saying? It's not a be all or end. Like I don't really care if someone's religious, someone's not, or whatever. It's just like it's just not for me, innit? So, you get it. Like, we man them want to talk about it, want to discover, soul search, if it helps someone.
And that goes for everybody. And the same thing that Veli's saying goes for everyone as well that jumps in the show. It's like, this ain't no forcing, this ain't no forcing no religion on no one, forcing no beliefs. Like the show's an awareness channel. So anything we talk about here, it's up to you if you want to go away and research it. You know what I'm saying? If it strikes something in someone's mind, you know what I mean? So. And
you said that. What did you say in the video, P? You said that in the video, but you use better words. What did you say? You said that. Why did you learn about religion? I can't remember what you said. So
I can I can actually have a conversation with someone and have knowledge to actually have a conversation with them about religion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I believe Brother Veli does the same thing, because a lot of times we'd have conversations and he will actually bring up something, that is come out of a Bible, or, he knows something, innit?
Veli can't miss it.
Obviously, I grew up in a Christian family, innit? So,
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so obviously, I know a bit of the Bible or whatever, and I've got family that's Muslim and whatever. So I know a little bit about Islam or whatever, but it's like, I took a different route still, you hear me? So, it is, man.
I'm not gonna lie, my cousin's a Muslim still. My first cousin. So I'm not really I'm not a Muslim. I don't read the Quran like that, but it's not just because it's not my thing, don't mean that I'm not able to hear it. Someone wants to talk to me about it, I'd have a conversation, I don't mind it too. Allah's just God, innit?
But no, I bet Veli must know a lot anyway, just from having his own channel and people going back and forth and sharing their...
With all the bloody arguments on Veli Vision, mate, you have to know something. Come on.
Yeah, trust me, them man are spazzing out right now still, man. I think, jump over. They're spazzing out about something else right now still, bro. Like, so, it's come to... enjoy the calmness for a minute, you know what I mean? Your team will soon get hype up where you're like, raw.
Nah, we regulating over here, my brother. But you know what it is though? It's good because it's good that we've all got different types of channels though, you know what I mean? So obviously when you go to Veli Vision, it's not going to be exactly the same over here, but similar, you know what I'm saying? And then it's good like that, bro. It's good.
Boy, obviously over there you're gonna hear some stuff that you won't like, bro. So.
No, most definitely. Hey, listen, being on YouTube, you know what I'm trying to know about YouTube? Even man like Truth and Rights and Battios there, yeah. Like, listen, man. Like, you know what it is. If you're not doing nothing out here, no one ain't gonna come for you. But when you're doing something, and they see that you're moving, they're gonna. He's right. They're gonna come. They're gonna come for you regardless, man.
Yeah, they'll send for you. They will.
Yeah, man.
But hey, how's your brother, man?
I imagine haters before YouTube anyway, man. So
Oh yeah, that's nothing, man. You know what I mean.
Come on.
Yeah, he's alright still, man.
When you're VIP, you already know you're gonna get haters anyway. So that's just what it is. But what's content doing these days, man?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what he's doing on the YouTube front still, but. Like just in general, he's alright still.
Yeah, man. Big him up for me. I ain't seen him in a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. So shit,
man.
You
know what? Yeah, I was round the corner from your brother's house yesterday. Still.
Oh yeah.
Down fucking right by fucking Elbridge and that still. So.
Oh yeah. Keep meaning to go down there still and have a little BBQ down there with him or something, man. You know what? When we talk about that offline anyway, we've got to link up before the sun's done. You already know.
Yeah.
Put a couple of jerk bins out there and just, and just chill.
We should do. You man should come out to the countryside. We got how much fields and stuff. If man bring two of them big Bluetooth speaker, boy, it's a festival, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, festival with who? Just you, the horses, and the sheep. Because we might as well do
No.
that, man. If we do it in London, then more people can link up. Shift. Look. You see, even Belly, you see the block, yeah? Even outside the square there, where the grass is outside my bit, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even there, if we just set up a barbecue and a something there, it'd be calm.
Yeah. And they got barbecues in that part near you as well, innit? I just remembered that.
Oh, yeah. They actually got made up barbecue bins there and stuff. Yeah, we could. But we don't to line up something, man, because we have to bring the people together, man. You know what I mean? Because you see me and this social media thing, I'm a bit different with it, bro, man. Like, I can't talk to people then for too long without linking up, man. It's like a robot situation going on, bro.
Yeah.
Man's got to try and keep it as real as possible, bro.
Yeah, but bro, you're from that generation, innit? We're all from that generation, really. You know, the phone ain't real. You couldn't ring a man and have an interview over the phone in our day. That would not be plausible. Man would say, "Nah, I need to see you first. You better bring yourself here." But now, you just send an email.
Yeah, it's true. It's changed.
You think everyone with social media thing, but you hear me?
Well, I'm telling you, you don't let off.
All that,
you don't let off too much. You don't. People shouldn't be careful like mixing their real life with social media.
Yeah,
you know people will speak about your life, bro. They will. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, it is what it is, man. And these guys as well that talk the most, they be hiding behind the scenes, man, hiding in some bushes. You know what I mean? So it's you gotta be mentally strong for it, to be honest. Not to wild out. Shiffa, you be wilding out sometimes, Shiffa. Like,
not anymore, man. I used to.
Yeah, he's retired from wilding. So
I'm retired from wilding.
I've upgraded. Shiffa's upgraded.
Shiffa retired for a couple of weeks.
He got to upgrade. He nearly spazzed out the other day, still, man. But then I remember, like, we got the bird call with the upgrade. He had me upgrade bird call and that stuff.
They're both right, because to an extent, man can't be soft. You can't go on soft with people and be sheepish. But this wilding out thing, they have to know when to put a pin in it. And I think that's what I was getting at earlier when I'm saying that, you know, over here is straight adult behavior. So we can have a bit of banter or whatever, but let's keep to the subject. Like, Vedi, I'll be honest, like, I've got your back on that one, because I'm saying that I've heard you say it too many times till you're blue in the face. So I know it's not you personally, innit? But other people, you know, they got to grow up a bit.
You know what it's like, yeah?
Yeah.
You see when you got like a supply teacher, yeah? But you bust jokes with him as well, yeah. But then he might run out the classroom quickly down to the head teacher's office. The man them are just going to take the piss quickly, innit? Yeah, in the classroom. But then when you come back in, everyone's going to start trying to act like, oh no, I won't do nothing. You know what I mean? So,
it's real.
The thing set, man.
It's real. But I can check myself. So that's what I've been doing. I've been checking myself. If I feel like I'm going to go too far, I'm going to jump off, or I'm going to take a breather. I'll get a pillow, lie down, relax.
Yeah, but you know what's important, yeah? What's important as well, yeah, is as long as we know ourselves, innit? Like, because the thing is, like,
you know what? You don't even front anyone for getting a hot skull on YouTube, brother. You get me? Like, because you know how the thing goes, man. Like, especially if someone's saying shit that you're not really, like, or speaking to you in ways that you're not used to hearing people speak to you, or sort of like, make your skull get hot, man. But
but you just got to remember that it's not face to face, you know, because anyone can anyone can open up anyone can come on this panel right now with a different name, like, I got 10 AKs and anyone can do it, you know what I'm trying to say. So it's all about being, anyone. I got 20 tanks outside your house, like, you know what I mean. Yo, big up yourself, Willie Podcast. Rascal, big up yourself.
IP, I feel like we got Veli in dad mode. I feel like we got Veli in dad mode because we don't swear over here. So it's difficult, isn't it? It's not easy, you know.
It's all right.
Man's not really a trooper with a swearing like that anyway. Still.
I know, you're not that bad still. You're not that bad. That's what I'm saying. You're in dad mode. You just switched it on quick, like, bam. And it weren't hard for you. Some people, they struggle, like, really struggle, you know.
No, but the thing is, though, I've been known to have a bit of a foul mouth, but I'm just trying to. I just want to. No, but listen,
Yeah,
see one
listen.
thing about me, though, Shift.
I got to sort out the panel
Yeah.
still, man.
Yeah.
Still, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, bless
Ready,
up, bless
man,
up.
I'm gonna jump over.
Ready.
Yeah, man. Like, share, and subscribe. One man spazzing out still, man. I got to dash him off.
Yeah, everybody, man.
Say that,
Everybody,
man.
make sure,
Man,
man.
them are ringing me and shit.
All right, big up,
Bless
bro.
up, man.
Big up, bro. Hey, guys, I'm gonna put Veli's links in the broadcast, so afterwards you lot can go back and see the links for Veli Vision over there. He's doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? And you know, there's a few of us that we talk to each other, man. Like, you know.
Is that Willie podcast? But big up man like Willie, you know, Willie B, my brother. You know he raps as well. Willie, you need to send us some tracks, brother. We're gonna start playing some tracks as well.
Yeah, send us some tracks that are not published. Yeah, like if you got any tracks that are not published that maybe, you know, that we could play without getting a hit on the monetization. Yeah, send that over, man. We'll play it.
Yeah, big up Rose Girl as well. Big up Rose Girl. Big up everyone.
See us lot over there. Yeah, big up Rose Girl. Yeah, see us lot over there. Yeah, we're not on no Hollywood thing, you know. Yeah, we're not on no Hollywood thing. If anyone in the chat has got anything to bring to the table, we do. We support the people. Then we do adverts. If you've not got any type of business going on, internet business, clothing, whatever, holler at me, man. I'll do an advert for you. You know what I mean? Like, we're just here, just trying to support the people. You know what I mean? You got a car cleaning service, we do an advert for you. You might have had the advert already. Send it over. We'll pull it up for you. We'll promote you, and all the, not just on YouTube as well, on all the other social media. Yeah, Shift. So what are you saying to me, bro?
I'm saying all praise to the Most High, brother P. You got a good heart because you doing all of that for free. All right, say nothing, people. I hope you appreciate that. I hope you appreciate.
Yeah, but you know what it is though, Shift. Without the views, it can't grow, innit? So at the end of the day, it's the subscribers that are really like keeping the thing going. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, not that man ain't gonna do it regardless of how many views, but end of the day, there's people that come back. They like we don't do shows consecutively. You know what I'm trying to say? We do in here and here. Obviously, that's gonna get better, you know, with timing. But the people them that are always here. You know what I'm trying to say? So. Anything that we can help you with over here, and it might even not be nothing to do with that. If you got any problems, like, you know what I mean, if you just want to talk to somebody about something, you know what I mean, you can email me or you can hit me up on the Instagrams or the Facebooks, and then we can have a chat, and I can send you my number privately or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And if you just want to have a chat, you can jump online. I don't mind chatting to you. I'm a good listener. Furthermore, you do the chatting, I'll do the listening, and I'll give you my verdict after. I'll be your agony uncle. I just ain't telling you my business.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen. No, but serious thing though, yeah. Like, because this is a grown-up channel and we're adults over here, you know, we're going to have a discussion right now. We're going to talk about something to do with Bill Cosby. But we're going to be real grown up about it because this is an adult show. You know, we're grown ups. We got children. You know, in fact, our children are like more or less grown people. Let's be honest. They're not really kids. So, you know, for us to be over here acting like children and, you know, too much banter doesn't go down well where I come from when you're an adult, when you're a dad, you know, and a big man. So we have to be grown ups over here. So anyone wants to jump on, that feel free. Have a little laugh and that, but let's try and stick to the subject as much as possible because we're serious about what we're saying, innit? Like,
even if you've got like an opinion about the subject, you can just come on. You don't, like I said before, you don't have to come on and say a whole presentation. Even if you wanted to come on and ask one question, jump on.
So, what have you heard about this Cosby thing? What is the download that you got? Do you know anything at all? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
Well, basically, what I did see, I see some funny footage of him, like when he was doing his little Twitch thing.
The little twist with the neck.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it, being sensible talking about a man like Cosby, you know?
Yeah. So basically, they're saying that. So what did you hear? Because I'm saying that he's basically been let off, innit?
All right. So basically, this is what I'm hearing. I'll be honest, you know, when you're dealing with news reports and stuff like that, it's secondhand information. So I don't want to guarantee that I know anything. I'm just going to go by what I believe I heard. Yeah. And what I believe I heard is that this man, yeah, and whatever woman has accused him of what was it? Coercing her into sex or whatever it is he's supposed to have done. Yeah, the two of them is getting drugged up and taking Quaaludes or whatever the drug is. Yeah. Now, the thing is, yeah, when you say you drugged someone, yeah, I'm thinking that you roofied them. Do you understand? Because I know what a roofie is. If someone roofies you,
what's a roofie, bro? What?
Alright.
Demonic terms, bro. What the hell?
Hey, listen. Have you ever seen that film, The Hangover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a messed up film. Yeah.
It's them kind of things there is happening to you. If someone roofies you, you might not even remember what happened, but some madness might happen and you didn't know. Now, I think this whole
you talking about that? You talking about that when back in the day when we was younger and I drawed on software's head like that?
Yeah, like you're proper mashed up in it. You're done for, innit? You're done for, innit?
Yeah.
But this drug that they're talking about, which is called what is it called again? I can't even remember the name of it.
Me not know about them thing there.
Hey, listen, a Quaalude. That's it. It's called a Quaalude. I just had to look that up. So this drug they're calling a Quaalude, yeah? Guess what they call this drug? Disco biscuit. Yeah? So if you're taking disco biscuits, yeah, like, it sounds like something that someone would want to do. That's all I'm trying to say, B. So I don't like, and I'm a bit dubious about the fact that this has gone to not even a proper court. It's gone to a civil court, not a criminal court. We're talking about criminal acts. Listen, not being funny, yeah. If a man did trouble my daughter and drugged her, I'm gonna bust his head and I'm gonna tell her, listen, like after his head get bust, feel no way. Take the man to court, he's going to jail, produce all the evidence, yeah, he's getting what's coming to me. He's not gonna do that to someone else's daughter. Do you know, like that? Yeah. We're not trying to get a payout, bro. We're not going to a civil court. So I don't know why people don't see right through that. I just don't get it.
Yeah, but the thing is with his situation, it's a little bit different to the rest of them. What I mean by that is with the TI situation, yeah, with his wife, he allegedly, there was allegedly like aggressiveness going on. You know what I'm saying? There was some aggression. I haven't heard about any aggression with Cosby. And
exactly.
On top of that, you know, they were going to his hotel. Now, we will know what going to a hotel is. You know what I mean?
Bro, you see with the Mike Tyson thing, yeah? I'm going to be honest, yeah? I took this stance. I said, you know what? Fair enough. Maybe the girl's looking for money, but when I thought about it, okay, maybe she went to the hotel with the intention that she's going to spend out Mike Tyson's money. But when she started making accusations, it went to the police and the man went to jail. Did she get a payout? I don't know. I don't believe so, because I'm sure in a criminal proceedings, you don't get a payout. The person goes jail. That's what your payment, isn't it? Do you understand? So, like, why would you go to a civil court if this man has done the?
Maybe how it goes, you can go jail, and then maybe she can sue for, you know, like afterwards you can probably sue for them sort of things, isn't it?
I hear you, but if the man's in jail, I get you, but imagine the man goes to jail. Remember, there was a time Mike Tyson was broke, you know, so you can't have got no money in it. This is about a crime. That's why it's going to police. Why on earth has this case gone to a civil court, bro? We're talking about rape. When was the last time you heard a girl report a rape and it goes to a civil court, cuz?
Yeah, that's mad.
When was the last time you heard that? Have you ever heard that? Tell me one occasion. Someone, please. No. Anyone in the chat, tell me one occasion.
Well, who done that and it went to civil court?
I don't know. Did Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby apparently raped this girl, coerced her into whatever and raped her, you know, drugged her and raped her. Yeah, that's what he was in jail for. Why is it in a civil court though, bro? And why are you taking settlements? That don't make sense. Well, fair enough. It's dubious. You could say, why is he giving a settlement? Maybe the reason why Bill Cosby would give a settlement is because, you know, just talking about this is more damaging than, and if like that, just as damaging as a court case. It's just as damaging then. Yeah. So maybe he just didn't want it to come out. So he thought, you know, if I pay you, you're going to shut up. Even if it is a lie, I'm just going to pay you so that people don't think that there's any truth to this. All right, cool. It still makes him look bad. I'm not going to deny that. But there can be some reasoning to understand it. Like, a lot of celebrities have done this. Remember Justin Timberlake, with Britney Spears, all them things there. People were getting paid off to keep their mouths shut. Let's be honest about this, B. But ultimately, when we talk about those things, they'll say, "Oh, but it was harmless, really. It's no wrongdoing, really." But people got paid off. We're talking about.
Yeah.
So why don't they have the same energy for that they got for Bill Cosby? I just don't get it.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's situation is a strange one. It's a very strange one. The girls that he's supposed to touch were years ago. Not that he makes it right. It was a long time ago, and like you said, there was no aggression used.
Look at this. Do you see the comment? It says, Razgirl137, big up yourself. She said they settled this years ago in a civil court and he paid her over 3 million. So if the man has settled this in a civil court, like I said, yeah, and paid 3 million because he knows his reputation. You see a reputation. Yeah, this is what a lot of people don't understand. It's not people, a lot of people. Because there's people who understand the importance of your reputation. Yeah. But there's some people who really, really don't grasp the importance of a reputation. If someone makes an accusation about you like that and you're someone like Bill Cosby, that ruins your reputation, regardless of whether it's true or not. It's tarnishing. Do you understand? So, like, come on, man. What are they trying to do to this man? And then on top of that, you send him to jail. She got 3 million. What more do you want? Why did she even, like, if you're not being funny, if the police want to send him to jail, why didn't they take the money back and give him back his money then?
That's crazy.
They don't make no sense.
How long did he do in there? He was in there for a little minute, you know.
He was in 2 years. He was in there for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then the wickedest thing is, when I looked at the evidence that they're trying him on in this civil court, yeah, it's bare flipping. It's like a Me Too campaign. So it's like a smear campaign. What they've done is they got a load of women to just come in and say, "Oh, me too. Yeah, he done something to me too," to make him look more guilty.
So what's the big agenda behind it then?
Bro, I don't know, man. Maybe Bill Cosby, you know, he's supposed to do something. He's supposed to do something big, and they don't want that to happen. Maybe he's too influential.
Even that girl from oh shit, people, man, help me out in the comments, man. Who's the white girl? The other day that there was a white girl that basically she was in a Smallville. Did you hear about that?
No.
Hey, you lot hear about the girl from Smallville that was basically setting up girls for groups of people, young girls, and she came out and told the truth. So a lot of people listen right now. There's a lot of, I'm gonna find this girl's name. I can't remember her name right now. I'm sure you lot have seen it. But right now, there's a lot of people going down for the same thing. Like this is a big thing right now, Shiffa. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, yeah, it's the part of the awakening, like, you know, part of you know, what's the word, Shiffa, man? Exposing. The time for people getting exposed. But if you think back from when the Dutch Valley situation, Shiffa, yeah, it's just ongoing. You understand?
Yeah. Big up Foxy K. You done know, sis. How you doing, man?
Oh,
she said,
yeah, McAfee.
On the elites.
Yeah, you see the McAfee, Foxy K, big up Foxy K. You talking about the McAfee dude, yeah? You know he's dead, isn't it? He died the other day. Yeah, you know, when you're in a position that when you got a certain amount of money, you know, and you're in certain positions of power to do things. He used to walk around with a couple men with straps, you know what I mean, shit. So
well, this is the thing. This is the thing, bro. And then when you're Bill Cosby, you're big man like Bill Cosby, you know, big man like Huxtable. Like, although he's fun, listen, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. This is the thing, yeah. You see, although Bill Cosby's funny, yeah, and it's hard to take him seriously, I've got a massive amount of respect for Bill Cosby, you know, and the energy that he generates. Because I can't say that his energy, it doesn't feel demonic. But when you attach something like this to him, it just deletes all of that. Do you feel where I'm coming from? So think how many other people probably felt the same way. Like, you know what? Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he's a bit of a fool or whatever. But I respect what he does, because you don't have to curse and cuss and, you know, profanity and exposure. You don't have to do that, and that's respectable, B. And it's like they've stripped that away from him. And that's what's, you know, so hideous about this, because, you know, if there's truth to it, fair enough. Bring the evidence, bring it to the table, innit? Take the man to court, send him to jail. But if there's no evidence and this is just chat and this is defamation of character, like this has gone too far. It's gone too far, man. Especially for a black man. You know, like we got enough going on in our lives. We don't need that, man. You know, we need some good role models, you know. So the few that we got left, you want to take them away, yeah. And then what you want to give us, what you want to replace them with, is another a Kidavelli or flipping a Dachavelli or flipping. You want to replace them with Kidavelli, a Kidavelli, any Velli they want to replace him with. Yeah. And then you got these flipping, what are they called? The drillers, the killers, the monsters. That's what they want to do. They want to replace the respectable with the monsters. But what they do then is the white boys who come through, the white boy rapper, they say, nah, you got to clean it up. You can't be like the black boys. The white boy probably is just as gully, you know. He's probably just as drilly. He talks all of that, you know, ops and all of that. But they just tone him down, you know. Charlie Sloth buys him a pair of trainers and keeps him as part of their little camp, and they protect him, yeah? But then the white boy who doesn't do that, the white boy who says, no, I'm not toning it down, I'm going to be a driller, they just don't let him in. They don't open the door for him. They do everything to block him. Because you think they want a white face out there promoting madness for these white young boys to jump up and start killing each other and doing madness. No, they want black faces doing it. Do you think they want a black Bill Cosby where these youngsters are going to say, oh, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm not interested in football, sir. I don't want to watch your football match. I don't care. Put doctors on the TV. Let me see an operation. Let me see something I can learn from where I'm actually going to be able to tune into something that's going to better me. And that's what they don't want to see in our community. And I think, like, I know you, obviously, me and you, we don't do this black and white stuff. Yeah, because I got black friends, white friends, Chinese friends, Indian, you name it. Turkish, what? Every ish. But let me show you something. Like, we have to be on top of these things. We have to take them serious because it's not right. Like, look around you. Look, let me tell you the white rappers. Professor Green, Devlin, who else is there? Maybe there was Skinny Man back in the day, but that's the worst you're getting. Yeah? Who's the one now? H. They're all sweet boys. Protected industry boys. You're not going to hear them talking about certain things. You're not going to see them do certain things. I'm telling you, I'm not asking. Like, I heard a man talking about this on Instagram as well the other day, and I said, yes, because people are waking up, and he's a young man as well. So it's like, praise the Lord. The youth, them are seeing it. So, you know, Charlie Sloth, like, for your man like you know, all of these radio DJs, you want to promote nonsense and, you know, destroy our community and play part of the agenda. We see it. You're going to have to wake up and realize that your time will soon be up, or you're going to have to change. That's all it is. We promote the change over here, though. So, you know, if you change, we'll rate you. We'll say, yeah, you changed. Well done. You know, you must have started praying. Yeah. I see Muslim love.
Well said, Shiff. Well said, bro.
Come on.
Yes,
Muslim. Family anyway, we're all good.
Yeah, all good.
Good, bro.
Bless, man. P, you're good,
That's
bro.
nice, bro. Yes, my brother. Blessed. What's going on, Muslim minds, man?
I think he's a bit busy.
We think about this Cosby
what we
thing,
talking about. What have I missed, Shiff?
We think about some Cosby. We just, you know, doing a little Cosby talk, man.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
What have I missed out on?
Well, we're talking about Bill Cosby. What do you think about the Bill Cosby case? Where do you stand? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's unfair? Do you think more should have been done? Talk to us.
I don't actually know nothing about that situation. Bro. I've been hiding in a cave, bro, for about a month now, innit? With moving areas and
yeah,
bro. So I need to get back up to scratch on the internet, to be fair, and researching and stuff. But talk me through it a bit.
So what happened is he went to jail for 2 years for I almost used the wrong word there, for coercing a woman into sex. And a load of other women have came along during the case and said, me too, basically. So it's a bit of a smear campaign. Those women who came and done the Me Too campaign, technically shouldn't have been allowed to even be part of any trial or any case, because there was no criminal, there was no report made to anyone about these crimes in it. So how can they just turn up in court and start talking about something you never reported to anyone? And then the next thing is they're saying that him and the woman who he apparently had sex with were on drugs, and they took Quaaludes, which are called disco biscuits. So that's like me, it's like any of us going out and getting some ecstasy, and saying to a girl, look, should we take ecstasy and go back to the hotel?
It's bound to know what's happening, isn't it?
Like, come, bro, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know. You see, with the Mike Tyson thing, I was different. Pinero will tell you. I was like, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, fair enough. Maybe the girl, she didn't want money or whatever, or she was money hungry or whatever. But when she's gone to Mike Tyson's hotel room, whatever happened, all I know is the girl was on her period, and she's saying she didn't want to do nothing in it, and he did something in it. She didn't say she's drugged. She didn't say, like, there wasn't no extra stuff.
She was on a what?
Yeah. She said she was on her period, and Mike Tyson was trying to eat the box and doing weird stuff. Mike Tyson was doing weird stuff in it. So because of the weird stuff, I'm dubious in it. I'm like, I don't know. This just sounds too weird. Mike, please put some clothes in it. Mike says he didn't do it though. He maintains his innocence. He says he didn't do it. And I agree with what people say. Like, there is an argument to be had to say, well, what was that girl doing going to a man's hotel at that time of the night? That's a booty call. If it's not a booty call, then you're not to be going there that late. It don't make sense, innit? Now,
got a brain, innit?
All right, but then why wouldn't we say the same thing in this case with Cosby then? Why are these women going to his hotel late at night? Furthermore, why are you going there and taking disco biscuits? If you're not, like, the thing is, it's not like, how would they know that they was drugged, innit? How would you know? Because you took the drug, innit?
Yeah.
Unless you see if someone drugged you and you didn't know about it, you wouldn't know you was drugged. How would you know? You wouldn't be able to say, oh, someone drugged me, because you wouldn't know.
No.
Do you understand?
You'd have a weird feeling, but that's about it, innit?
All right. Unless you went and say, for instance, you went to the police then, the next day, and you said, all right, do you know what? I think I was drugged, and I think the person might have had sex with me. They will test you. They say, okay, the drug's still in your system. This is what you took, or this is what they gave you and slipped into your drink. And if they came in you or whatever, there's any DNA, they're gonna find all of that. But this is not the case here, and that's why I'm just like, Like the girl with Mike Tyson, remember the day after she was in the hotel, she was making a report.
Sure.
Do you understand? Or the same morning or whatever, like that. So it's not like she waited a week, waited however long, and there's no evidence. There was physical evidence. There was. Do you understand?
Yeah. It was spilling on both sides, isn't it? Like, that's why before I got with my partner, if I went out clubbing, bro, I wouldn't take a girl back if she was drunk, innit?
Yeah, forget that, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll say, oh, here's my number in it, link you whenever or whatever. But I'd be careful. Even in clubs, bro, you get these girls that are underage in it, and then you automatically think it's an over 18s that everyone in there. So any girl you take home, it happened to one of my boys, bro. He's on some list thing now, isn't it, for having sex with a minor because she was 15.
Oh,
the sister's ID, which was 21. And she looked the same, and obviously she got in with that, and then she claimed afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucking.
You see the thing, boss? Yeah, it's even deeper than that, because like a lot of people don't realize, the way the world is structured is crooked, isn't it? Because people are committing crimes all the time; they don't even know they're committing a crime. Yeah, I'll give you an example. So a guy goes out to a club, he's dancing with a girl. Yeah. Like, fair enough, they're making some form of physical contact, or they're right in front of each other. They're very close because they're dancing together. Yeah. Now he then decides he's gonna touch the girl's bum or something like that, or put his hand somewhere private. Yeah, that's a molestation charge. Hopefully, she don't take it the wrong way and she's receptive to it, so you get away with it, innit? Then it's not but technically, that's what it is, a molestation charge, and this is what people don't understand. Like, I've been out in a club and a woman has grabbed my private area. I've grabbed hold of her hand. I've pulled her hand away. I've looked her in the eyes. I said, don't do that again. And she's thinking I'm playing, innit? Like, I've had to just be very firm. Listen, behave yourself, innit? Like, and let her know that is molestation, you know. Like, you can't do that, you know. Now, if I done that to you, if I done that right now, yeah, and you didn't like it, I'm going to jail. What do you want to do? She laughed it off, innit? But the fact of the matter still remains, innit? That's a molestation charge right there. And who wants to be down as on a sex register as a molester?
No, you don't.
That's crazy, bro. But we take these big risks.
Yeah, exactly. Foolish behavior, bro, innit?
Yeah, but this you see it, young people, like when you're in a club, you see young people, they're like that. You know, they're kissing up in the club, they're doing all sorts of things. But to me, I just think that's too dangerous. Like, you get to know a person first, you talk to them, you understand the situation that both of you want to get in. So, you know, while she's sober, I really like you. I would like to do X, Y, and Z with you. That's what I would like from you. Okay, I would like the same thing. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, like the way the law is getting so sticky, it's like you almost have to record that conversation.
Get a contract in it.
Do you understand? Now, obviously, for me or you or P, yeah, we're just like, you know, your regular running. We're not regular, but you know, we're not Cosby.
Nah,
we ain't superstar.
Yeah.
But if you're a superstar, if you're like, you know, if you're LeBron James, you can't be going and doing things like that. You best make that girl talk on the camera. Yes, this is what I want to do. I want to have sex with you. Okay, cool. Take me to court afterwards then. And we'll see. Because who's going to believe that foolishness? And I want to see your ID. I want to meet your mum. I want to meet your parent. I want to meet somebody so I can verify. So if I end up in court, they're going to court too. Because guess what? They handed you over to me and said you was this. No, it's not happening to me, bro. Hey, it's not happening.
Got big money riding on your career and shit, and you're a celebrity or whatever. You got to take them the portions in that type of shit, innit? Because it's so known that people are used for that type of thing that they'll go with someone and then claim this and claim that just to get bags out of a court case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to fix up, man, and wake up, bro. Be a bit.
You know what though? Like, I'm a bit like this. Like, you see, like if you're a teen, yeah. Like, even if you're under 21, then let's call it under 21. You're under 21, yeah, and your partner's a teenager. I even really bat an eyelid. I don't even care. I'm not even interested. As long as they're over 16, I don't care. Like that. But when you're like, you know, I don't like 30 odd, and your partner's a teenager, it's like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Something's wrong, innit?
He wasn't even in school when they were in high school and college and that, innit?
But it's not even just that, you know. It's just the dynamics of the relate. Because some people, it could be a good thing. Some, I don't, like in one sense, then say like a girl was 19, yeah, and she got with a boy that's 30. Then 30 and 19. How many years is that? 11 years, yeah. So potentially, you know, it could be better in the sense that she's not going to have the mess around stage with the young guys who's gonna, do you understand? Just want to play games, if that makes sense. So I think it, like, because I've got a daughter, I've had to think about these things like thoroughly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and think about it sensibly. Like, if my daughter was 19 and she was with a man, he's 28, he's 30, whatever, bam. Like, what can I really say? But at the same time, is that a better situation for her than being with someone her age who's gonna break her heart?
Yeah, innit? You got to read that, innit? Every situation is a different one when it comes to that. It's like, I've always been into my older women, to be fair. Even as a youth, I was after the teacher, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now look at me, bro, I'm with a head teacher.
No, but remember we had this conversation. Do you remember me, you, God's gift? We was having this conversation and we was talking about women usually go for older men. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but listen. Sorry, man, I didn't hear everything.
Because of that, innit? They want the response, the reliability, and that.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you, God.
You hear me? I didn't hear everything. I didn't hear everything in it, but I heard something.
They want the reliability of that person, don't they?
Yeah.
Like
if he's got a job, he's driving, he's got his house.
Yeah, the security. What was you saying, P?
Hey, so, hey, hold on a minute.
But I think that some people will be exceptions to the rule, Moss. That's the bottom line. Just like, you know, not every woman is dainty and, you know, petite and, you know, unable to do physical stuff. Some women are very physical. Yeah. Like, I've got an aunt, very physical, you know, she's still very womanly, but she will feel no way to punch you in your face. She'll feel no way to fight with you. You know, she will not back down. And she's a Taurian as well. Makes it 10 times worse. She's not having it, innit? She's not having it. She don't care if you are Frank Bruno. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Mossy, can you hear me?
I can't hear Pete, you know.
You can't hear him.
Hey, Mossy, tell Mossy to come out and jump back in.
Yeah, Mossy, jump out and jump back in, because I think your thing's playing up. Just yeah. See
all right. So what did I hear you say about? No. Yeah, what did I hear you say about age groups of someone being with your daughter? What was you saying about that? I want to touch on.
No, I was saying, like, because obviously my daughter's of a certain age now, I've had to start thinking about things sensibly, and I'm saying, like, would I prefer for my daughter to be with someone who's maybe like 28? Maybe even up to 30, or someone her own age who's like, you know, late teens, possibly gonna break her heart and, you know, get her in problems. Like, which one would I prefer?
What would you prefer? Or you're not sure?
In honesty, I probably would say I prefer that she finds someone sensible her own age, but I do understand the dynamics of there not being that many sensible young men. You know, especially like in the ones that she likes, like the type of guy that she's gonna go for. Do you feel where I'm coming from? So it's like, when I look at it like that, maybe it's gonna take until they're about 25 till they're ready for what she's really gonna be looking for. Do you feel what I'm trying to say?
Well, at the end of the day, when they're young, when they're 16 in them ages, there anyway. Moss, can you hear me now?
Yeah, bless, bro. Good to see you, bro.
Big up behind the bar. Well, go on, my brother, man. You might as well jump on, main man, if you're not busy.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen, bro. Yeah. So this is what I was gonna say. Yeah. Like, so basically, me personally, I prefer to be with someone her age. Me personally, and
I hear you.
The reason for that is that when they're younger, anyway, you're gonna have them little relationships in it that are gonna break up in it. There's only a few people out here that really went all the way. You know what I mean? And they said that, childhood sweetheart and them type of thing. There's only a few people that go down that route. So you're gonna have relationships that are gonna break up. You know, they're gonna have. It's a learning thing. Don't forget, it's a learning thing. You know, it's not just.
No, I respect that. I just think that you see, because I
hold on, Chief, let me lose what I'm gonna say. Hold on. Let me lose what I'm gonna say.
Sorry.
But my thing is this: the reason why I'd rather my daughter be with someone her age, right, is because, getting into the wrong circles, bro. Do you understand? You're more likely your child's more likely gonna get into the wrong circles and see certain things that they're not supposed to see at that age if they're moving with someone that's older, bro. And that's it, really. Like,
I hear you, and you know what? I think you see when you say that, you see with males, I think that dynamic probably works. But coming from a household of 9 sisters, and looking at the dynamics of their relationships and cousins as well, like loads of cousins, aunties as well. What I find is that other than my mum is the only female, that didn't have a partner that was older than her, by a considerable amount of years, at least 5 years or more. Now, when I look at the dynamics of that, I understand, like I said, there's going to be exceptions to the rule. But then I say to myself, hold on, I look at people like my sister, who has always dated people her own age, who is still single, who ain't got no kids, who has never really settled down. And then I look at the rest of my sisters and my cousins, the ones that are either married or settled, and they're all with older men. Every last one of them.
You have to plug them in, though. I beg you, mute me. One sec.
But it's different for different preference, though, Shifty.
Yeah, you're right. No, but that's what I'm saying. I can't.
And also, when you get older in life, after 25, 30, it might be a thing of they've already tried that and it didn't work. So they might want to go for a younger guy. You know what I'm trying to say? So but we're talking about young girls though being with older guys though, innit? Like,
when I say young, when I say young, I'm talking like the latest teen, like 19, turning 20. Like those kind of years. If you're like 16, that don't make sense. You're still in school. You're still learning to wipe your bum. Let's be honest. That don't make no sense. But when you get to a certain age, like, and you're going to university, you come out into the big world.
I hope they learned that way before that, my brother. That was
come on, they're still learning, P, man. They're still learning to wash their drawers properly at 16 and them thing there. But I'm saying, like, if you get in this thing serious, once you're 19, you're a grown up in England anyway. In America, it's 21. But at that age in England, you can be at university, living in your own place. No one can't supervise you. No one can't tell you nothing. Your parent can't even tell you nothing, because technically you're getting student loan, you're getting your own money. No, who's gonna know? And that's what I'm saying to myself. Yeah, I'm not saying that I would. Yeah, big up, my brother. But here what I'm going to say, though, yeah, I'm not saying I would prefer for my daughter to be with someone older. I'm just looking at it in the sense of, if my daughter made a decision to be with someone her own age, yeah, that was sensible, I'll be more happy with that. But if she made the decision to be with someone her own age, that's going to cause her to not, you know, follow through her path of education, you know, to not be able to, you know, it's not going to be beneficial to her, basically. Let me not put loads of words to it. Yeah. Then I'd have to think sensibly about, you know what, if my daughter chose to be with someone that was slightly older, but they were sensible, you know, would I be totally against the idea? And I don't think it's sensible for me to be totally against it, because I just think, like, when I look at, like, for instance, my grandparents, from when my nan and granddad got together, they was married, they never left each other. Yeah. They was together for 60 something years, almost 70 years before my granddad died. Yeah. But what I've come to realize is my nan and granddad are about, I think there's about 15 years or something between them. Maybe a little bit less, maybe more. I don't know. But I know there's some mad amount of years. And then I look at, like, for instance,
but for them to stay together for that long, no shift, that must have been a good connection.
Yeah, this is what I mean. There's a good connection, but that's what I'm trying to say, in the sense of there must be something in saying that, you know, that when you hear that song, age ain't nothing but a number. Maybe it is to a certain extent when you're 15 years old. But once you get past a certain threshold and you're that big person, you're going uni, you're doing all your stuff yourself. You got to wash your own clothes, buy your own food. Like, I think that there's a point where we have to kind of let them grow and let them make their own decision.
I like with me and my partner, because obviously I ain't got to worry about what she's doing, and she's grown. She goes and does what she needs to do, and then comes back, and we just do our bits. Do you know what I mean? I'm still young enough that I can do what I want to do.
Yeah, but it's a sad reality, though. Sorry to cut you, though, Moss, but it's a sad reality that you even have to speak like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a sad reality that we have to put ourselves in these positions because people don't want to grow up, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, can you put Foxxymoon's comment on the screen? I think that's a good comment, you know. Can that one go up? I know she didn't super chat.
It's because female, yeah? It's because female.
Yeah, I think that's a good comment. That's a good point, because we're not females, innit? So sometimes we got to let the females speak for themselves.
All right, listen, guys, I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link up in the chat again. We need some of you ladies to jump on and have your say, man. You know,
yeah, it would be nice, because I've not really got much more to say about this, but I just, like, I think, yeah, let the lady put a comment. Thank you, appreciate that, appreciated. Thank you, sis. Oh yeah, man. It's a deep subject, though, you know. We're good, man. We're good, but I can just say, yeah, it's a really deep subject, and that's why I really appreciate that comment, because, you know, as men, I know we're very protective over our daughters. I'm not as protective over my son, I'm going to be honest. If my son, 100%. When my son gets to uni next year, if my son says to me he's with one big woman and she's 35, I'll be a bit vexed, but you're a big man, innit? You know what you're doing. I don't know what nasty you shot on, but let me show you something. Just keep it out of my sight. I'm not really interested. If it flourishes, maybe I have to accept that he's with this woman, innit? Whatever. But, you know, if it don't, innit? I'm just not.
But what you're going on like it's that woman from that film with Eddie Murphy. What's that?
What, Rasmusha? But the thing is, yeah, like, at the end of the day, if he like that kind of thing, if that's what he wants to do, this is what I'm trying to teach my son. Yeah, you can live off the back of my name a little bit, innit? Because I'm gonna have to pay for things, I'm gonna have to do things, but at the same time, you have to learn from your own mistakes. You know, if you choose to go and do something and you end up in some foolishness, it's your fault. It's not my fault, because I've given.
So what about if your son decides to go the other way? Because you said you don't mind him messing with women. What about if he decides to mess with men?
Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, this is how I look at life, yeah. You see me, I don't mess with men, innit? And that's not my thing. You know, I'm an Israelite, yeah, or Hebrew, Elamite, whatever you want to call me, innit? Like, make up a name if you feel like it. Like, not for you personally, but for people out there.
No. I'm saying, you know what I mean.
Because I'm spiritually connected, like, to, you know, the Most High and the teachings. Yeah, like, I ain't entertaining certain behaviors, and I'm gonna say, listen, son, that's not what we do around here, innit? If you really want to do that, you can do what you want to do, innit? Because I can't stop you, but, you know, let me just tell you, that's not where we're coming from. That's what I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him our history and where we come from. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not gonna curse him. I'm not gonna disown him. I'm not gonna belittle him. I'm not gonna be horrible to him. I'm not gonna not give him a hug if he's crying or he's upset. It's my son, innit? Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna be a man about it. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's two different worlds, like Shifty said. If it was the thing, if that happened to me, it'd be like, you got to go over there.
Hey, sorry about them. I'm not echoing, am I?
No, you're not. You're not.
No, because what happened is the headphones won't connect properly, so I'm just gonna use the phone thing quickly. But let me know if it messes up or if you lot can hear your voices or whatever through my mic, innit?
I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But I think Pete as well. Yeah. When I spoke to my grandma about this year, when we was talking about you know, obviously the relationships between older men with younger women. Yeah. Because I thought about it, I said, hold on, but Nan, how old was you when you met my granddad then? Because I was a bit confused. I needed to know. Now, I found
madness.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This is what I found. I found that I've got an uncle and an aunt before my granddad was around. Yeah, and my nan, if I worked it out right, she was too young to be having those kids. By the time she met my granddad, you know, she was like 20s. So there's no argument here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She's still a big woman, isn't it? But before that, there were some questions to be answered. I didn't even go too deep because I thought, you know what, they're old. They're from a different generation. They don't even probably understand what I'm talking about. But at the same time, like I was saying, like,
well, that generation is really different from ours.
But here, when I look at what my nan said in totality, yeah, I reflect on it, and what she said is this. She said that the reason that she believes she was with my granddad, and most women will be with older men, is because a woman's looking for a man that's going to look after them. You know, they're not looking for a boy that's needing help. You know, that's what she said. So in that respect, I get that. Some women, you know, maybe they got a different mentality than I don't know, but that's what was told to me. That's the only way I can understand it, that they want to be protected. An older man will be a better protector. But yeah, is that Georgia?
Can you hear Foxy? Hey, Shiffa, can you hear me when I'm talking?
I can hear you still. I can hear you. I think Foxxymoon, is that Foxxymoon?
Is it delayed? Is it delayed?
Yes. Hi, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Salute to everybody. Thank you for allowing me to come on. I was brought over by Willie Podcast, so.
Don't go anywhere, Foxy, yeah?
Okay.
I can hear you clear, P.
Yeah, my thing's crashing out.
How's everything, Mossland? How's everything? Everything blessed?
Blessed, bro. You, bro. You good?
Yeah, I can't complain, bro.
Good, man. Yeah,
good.
Steady, bro.
I'm gonna have to pop in on my phone quickly to get a ring, man.
We saying, P?
Laptop's playing games, fam. I'm gonna come off my laptop and go on my phone for a little, please.
Everyone's having a bit of a technical issue.
Hello, Foxy. Can you hear us?
Yes, I was just waiting to come on and say something, but I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Okay, yeah.
So what I had said in the comment is that it is, I mean, I don't know how scientifically it is, but for me, you know, girls do mature a little faster body-wise, mentally. I'm going to speak personally. I was a teenage mom. I was pregnant at the age of 15 with a guy who was my age. But the situation was, it didn't work out. And when I met my husband, he's 3 years older than me. So he was already, you know, working and going to college, and his mind matched my mind. So guys my age, it didn't, they were too immature, is what I'm saying. So I don't think it's that. Now, for some women, you know, I don't know if it's really that they're looking for somebody older, but it would just kind of make sense because, you know, an older man, and I don't know, 10 years I think is a little too old, but you know, that could be a preference. But
so what is it? Stability, or is it like commitment? Is it love?
I feel like because they already are older and they've kind of been through certain things that they would understand. So for a woman, okay, I'm not going to speak for myself. My husband's 3 years older than me. He's been kind of through some things mentally, you know what I mean? Like he's mature enough. So where my maturity is, he matches my maturity. So it makes sense. It made sense, and we're still together 25 years.
No, congratulations, man. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. And there was another comment as far as being protective over the girls. I have 2 girls and a boy, and I'm not overprotective with my son. I never was. I kind of, if anything, I was just like, go about your business. when you're 18, you're getting out of my house. He's still here. He's 23 years old. But I'm very protective of my girls.
So if your girls, I don't know their ages, but we'll keep that, you know, off air. If your daughters came home with a guy that's 3 years to 4 years older, would you feel comfortable in that position as a mother?
No,
even though you did that.
No, I actually flipped out on my daughter because I have an adult daughter and I have a teenage daughter, and yeah, I flipped out because the guy was almost 10 years older than her. And,
no.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, she hid it from me for a while because she knew I was gonna flip out on her. But
why did you flip out though?
Because that's too. That's quite a
you
bit of it.
You don't have to go into details. You don't have to go into details.
No,
I'm the one asking. No, hold up. I want some details, please.
No, but you're asking a mother, innit? You can't ask a mother details of her personal life.
Yes, I can.
No, that's not personal. But I feel that the age gap is too wide. Like someone's already almost going into their 30s and then someone's in their 20s, even though, as I said, women or girls mature a little faster. I kind of question where that person's mentality is being that older and what their motive and agenda is.
Yeah, I think that's
but remember, hold on one second, Bia. Remember what you said though, sis, yeah? I'm not even trying to like start an argument, but I just want to like bring you back a step. You said that when you got into a relationship, you found that the boys that were older or men that were older seemed a bit maturer, and it suited your personality when you found a partner who was 3 years older. So could it be that there were women that were even more advanced than you who, you know, their maturity levels had outgrown 3 years? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. It sure does. But I also know my daughter, you know what I mean, like in her personality. So I was being protective, as I said before. I'm my girls. So I'm like, all right. But once I got to meet him and I understood, and I, you know, couldn't cast judgment. But in the beginning, just as Mama Bear, I'm going to be protective.
Yeah, that's respect to that. Do you know what? I appreciate your honesty, because this thing is, a lot of people, they find it hard to deal with these issues. It's like, you know, like taboo. People find it hard to deal with taboo. So sometimes it's good to be able to have a sensible discussion about something so intricate. So I really appreciate your input, man.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Especially from a mother's perspective, we all know that mothers are the ones that keep the world going.
Hold on, Bia, before you go, I got to ask one more question. And only because, me and my girl, we've spoken about this. We've had a little a half debate, So I want to know people's opinion on this. Okay. You see, if you've got a baby, a baby daughter at that, would you let a man change your baby daughter and, you know, wipe her private parts and X, Y, Z? And say, for instance, not just any man, like say like they're a medical professional or something like that, but you don't know them. It's not someone you know, but they're a medical professional or some trained.
The fact that I haven't done that already means that no.
You're saying no. BR says no. Can we move on, Muslims? Are you, what you saying?
Hold on. Shift.
Yeah.
Big up Rascal for jumping on as well on the panel right now.
Oh, Rascal, bro, big up Rascal.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey Foxy.
Pay attention,
hey.
Shift. You're not paying attention.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, hey man, then big up my bro. My little bro's with me right now. Yeah, big up Brew. He's in the building as well.
You don't know. Big up you, man. Yeah, man. Support the thing still. You don't know.
Don't know.
Yo, big up ready, brother. Jump on when you're ready, man.
Say no more.
So we got some more females up here now as well. That's good.
Going back to that Shift, I wouldn't, bro. Like I've got 2 stepdaughters.
All right, so Muslims, I'll ask the question again, but I think you was about to say no personally, but we'll see. So if you have a baby daughter, would you let a man change your daughter and wipe her private parts, XYZ, if said person was like a medical professional or someone like that, but you don't know them?
Nah, bro.
Nah, that's a no.
What are we getting to with this? This is getting weird now.
No, do you know what? This is you see the things, your BR. What we have to understand is, you see some of these things that I talk about. Yeah, it sounds like madness, but these things are taboo for people. So imagine now the horror of a woman or a man who thinks like how we're talking, yeah, and then you're having a child, you're in a hospital, and you expect a midwife to come along, but you get a mid-husband. Imagine the horror.
You know the wickedest thing though, yeah? You see the wickedest thing, yeah? I've had 3 children, innit? Yeah. And I've had nurses come in to do their checks, you know, when the baby's about to come out, and I've refused it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's me, I'll be honest now, being ignorant, yeah? Because they have the same title as the females, but that's just me having my pride that no man should be going down there in front of me on my woman, you know what I mean?
So what are you saying? You're blocking the mid-husbands?
Bro?
Yeah, I feel that way. I have a 5-year-old daughter.
It's not even a fuck freeze, bro, because them man there went and got their qualifications, done their thing, such and such. Big up to them, but it's like, bro, you've just come in the room and then you want to do the check the centimeters and, you know, that's my area, isn't it?
At least you're not caping, but you sound like you got sympathy. Can we hear from Rasgirl though? Can we hear from Rasgirl, please?
I was gonna say, I definitely agree with you, and it's not even just medical professionals; it's period across the board. I have a 5-year-old daughter. I don't want any type of man walking around with boxers on, no shirt on. I don't want any type of, and I have 8 brothers. Like, I just don't give anybody the liberty to change her when she was being changed by diapers or even her clothing. It's just like you just always have to protect your kids. And the minute that you get lazy, that's when someone tries to take advantage of you and your lack of attention. So, you know, every time that child is violated, it's your fault. I know it sounds crazy. Most times they try to have a female nurse in the room and things of that matter. But luckily we have a chance to say, no, I don't want this man here. It's sad they work hard, but we always have to protect our kids because you never know what's in anybody's mind.
Yeah,
at the same time, there's women doing it too, but we don't think that women are doing it because we always look at the man.
I hear you, but I just think that men are more prone to certain things. I think women are more protective over children in general, so I think that's why I personally put my trust in the women.
No, you can't say that though. You can't say that because
that's just my impression. That's my impression.
Naturally in life, yeah. No disrespect to women and to my daughters. I have 3 daughters, but women can be more secretive than men.
100, and that's why I was gonna say I could always be wrong, but I think I just feel safer putting a trust in a woman when it comes to a child than I do with a man.
Of course, 100%,
child, because
I'm just showing you the odds. I'm showing you the odds as well.
No, can I just finish the sentence here? I think that the way a man's mind works and the way a woman's mind works is 2 different things. Like, for instance, men will happily sit there and watch things like porn and XYZ, and you know, I know that women probably do it, but I don't know women to be as prolific with those type of things as men are. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Like, I think if a man had never watched porno, you'd think he was strange. If a woman had never watched porno, you wouldn't even bat an eyelid.
Okay, bro.
But women do the same thing still, I ain't gonna lie.
See, I've had some women know, bro, that like man's porn's normal porn, innit? Like just the normal things that a normal lad wants to watch, innit? Well, I had a bird before, yeah, bro, where she like some proper like. Obviously, we've got to be careful because P's got this condition thing now. She can't talk about certain things and that, but like, same sex, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, well, how can you be doing me, but then you're getting turned on by the same sex? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So women have like, I'm not saying every woman, but certain women. I think that there was a scientific thing done where like 90% women are bisexual.
Yeah.
So they can be aroused by females and males at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Word.
All right. Can I ask a question, Muslim? Let me. I'll be honest. No, I'm not saying I agree with what Muslim says. Just for this, so the sisters know that I'm not agreeing with him. Yeah, but I want to ask this question, Muslims. Do you believe, honestly, that a man could see just a picture of a vagina and get aroused by that?
Most probably.
Nah, I don't think so.
No,
I'm telling you, there's enough men who could just see a picture of a vagina and get aroused by that. Do you think women? Do you think that women's brains work the same in the sense of a woman will just see a penis and just get immediately aroused?
Hold on, what is all this penis vagina talk?
I don't know, bro.
I'm the bro. It's just listen to what I said. Listen to what I said. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Men's minds work different to women's. Yeah. This is why I wouldn't let no man change my daughter, because I'm saying men watch porno and stuff like that, and men will get aroused at just looking at a vagina.
Okay, but what is
I don't know women to be the same. One second. I don't know women of the same mentality where a woman would see a picture of a penis and just get aroused. They might laugh, but that's what I was saying.
Well, Mr. Shiffy, the only man I allowed.
One at a time, please, guys. One at a time.
Yeah, let Foxy go.
Sorry. To answer whether you would have a man change your daughter's diapers, I did. I had left my daughter at the time. As I said, I was a teenage mom. So when I met with my husband, but he was my boyfriend then, I had something to do with school and I didn't have anybody else to watch. And he had to change her diaper. And I checked her out and everything. And, you know, I kind of had to put trust in God that, you know, nothing detrimental would happen to her. Nothing did. And, you know, I guess also it's trusting the person.
Yes, Dad, you see what you just said though, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you like that, yeah, but I mean in the sense of someone who you don't know, and that's why I made the reference to like a medical professional or somebody like that where you don't know the person at all, so you couldn't have built any kind of trust with them, but they're professional at their job, innit? So they're supposed to be trusted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, if it's a medical person, I'm taking that they are, you know, their credentials are up to par. But we don't know this because we've had situations where nurses have stolen babies out of the hospital. This is why we had those Amber Alerts and things back in the 80s where that happened. So it's almost like a blind trust that you allow these people. They have this medical credential behind them. So you're assuming that they're going to do the right thing by your child.
Yeah. And that's why I thought it was such a big subject, because this is dangerous ground. This is treacherous ground. And people don't really like to talk about things like this because it's scary. I don't want to scare no one, but potentially, like we said, you know, the women could be just as dangerous, but for some reason we put our trust in them.
Right.
I just read that still.
It's actually a mad subject, but same time, as much as the women could be just as dangerous, like me personally, no, if I ever done a daughter, no man ain't changing her. Like if it's my cousin, like, you know, close, really close friend, she's grown up with, she knows them very well.
Sorry to cut you, Shiff, yeah. But you know, Shiffa, you know the wickedest thing, I got 3 daughters as well, and I know you got a daughter, yeah. It's like no matter how hard we try, yeah. Do you think you really can stop that man from changing your daughter? It's all on your daughter's decisions, bro.
You know, I hear you, yeah. I hear you. And the thing is, yeah, do you know why I'm like this? I'm gonna be honest, BR, yeah. You see my daughter's mum, Yeah, she made me like this. And when I used to hear her talk things like this, I used to think she's crazy. I used to say, no, you're acting mad, like you're just being emotional. And then the more I thought about it, I said, you know what, there's actually some sense to what she's saying, because I started looking at certain the man them around me and their mentalities, and I said, maybe that's why she's like that. And I started being a bit like it. And then I said, you know what, the way men think and the way women think is different, isn't it? Like, honestly, that's how I see it. Like, so I just don't see women as thinking in the same way. Men are dangerous, because, like I said, a man will get excited,
man. And so are women.
Yes,
Definitely. Sometimes more so.
Men are more likely to fall in the trap of a woman, you get me, than a woman is more likely to fall in the trap of a man. No, you need to understand that.
Is there anything that anyone wants to touch up on? Oh, Russ, go.
I'm just listening to the ad libs about the trusting. I think that's subjective. You're a man, so if you are foozled or finagled by a woman, you're definitely gonna feel like you know, like she got over you just like a woman would. I don't think it's necessarily it's easier. I think that the way that it's carried out is different. Like, men are more so supposed to be logical, but sometimes they don't make those logical decisions. They make the logical decisions, but they don't have the care with it. So when women do it, they're kind of more logical, and they care about how they're going to look on the outside, how the person they're dealing with or whatever they're doing, how that's going to make them look. So those decisions are made. I think the men are more sloppier than the women are when it comes to anything.
I agree.
That's why I say the women are more vicious with it, because you don't care about how other people are gonna think, innit? A man not really business about that. You don't care about that. That's all. You don't keep anything from ruining that. You don't do any evil thing just to keep anything from ruining that. You understand?
I can understand.
I just think that I find that women in a controlled environment are more accommodating than men. Some, in a lot of cases, more assertive, and I think that more trustworthy. That's just my opinion, though. In a controlled environment, yeah, because I know men in a controlled environment will still just try and do things their own way. You know, women are very orderly. So, based on that premise, that's why my mind says to me, like, I'm not going to speak for anyone else because everyone's got their own reasoning in it. But my mind says to me that I'd be more trusting of a woman in a controlled environment than a man. Because, look at that guy who was trusted with everyone's kids, and you had people's kids sitting on his lap and stuff, children's show hosts and stuff like that. These guys, they're hideous, and it's like, for me, if someone like that in that kind of position can do it, who's to say that the ones in the hospital ain't? Exactly. Who's to say that's not why they're getting that job? Why does the man not want to be a mid-husband? Because it's a midwife. Listen to the title, midwife. Now, there's not really such a title as a mid-husband. I made that up, to make it sound better for them. But why does the man want to be a wife? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
And that's not me discriminating, That's just the wording,
but you know what, though, Shift, though, yeah. Some men want to be there, maybe to introduce a child into life, innit?
Yeah, think
of how many dads, have actually bring their child into this world. Because
what is their child? That's what I mean, but not somebody else's child. Like, for instance, it's like going into the woman's locker room. Like, there's probably guys that fantasize about going into the woman's locker room. I'm not gonna lie. Like, me personally, I don't need to sneak in there. Do you know that?
Everyone's gone in there, bro.
Yeah, I will just go. If I wanted to go in, I'm just gonna go in bareface. You know, like that. I don't need to sneak in there. So it's the ones that want to sneak in there that I'm worried about, bro.
Nah, no talking. You got to sneak in there. There's something wrong with you still.
There's something wrong because you're covert. You're in there. Why do you want to look at women's vaginas? Talk to me as a man.
I think it's a good topic though, Pete, because people need to be more aware of the people that are around them, that they're not all innocent people. Do you know what I mean? Like, people have different motives. I think it brings awareness to fathers and mothers to actually just think who's around their circle, who looks after kids. Kids can't talk as much as an adult. They don't understand half the stuff that's going on in their life. But if we can be aware of situations that could possibly arise, that's a good positive thing, man. So it's a good topic, Shift. I like it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Moss, who would you know who to trust then to look after your kids? Say we're talking about family. When it comes to family, because when it comes to family for me, I don't really let no men. I've never let men look after my kids.
Same,
it's the
bro.
women's side. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I don't know about other people in the chat room right now.
My family is that fucked up, bro. I won't trust any of them really to do nothing with any of my kids. It's down to us, innit? As parents only. We're the only people with the best interest for our own kids, innit?
100%.
Like I've been a kid in it at one point, obviously, as all of us. But there's been situations that I've been put in, bro. Not exactly sexual abuse like that, but things that could have been avoided had my parents have been more aware of situations. So, and that was the family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trust nobody. Bro.
But Muslims, is that not touching back on what Foxy said? Because, you know, obviously, like she said, she allowed her husband to change her child, but she's built a relationship with this man. She's got to know him and trust him and his behaviors and, you know, his behavioral patterns. So, you know, something like that is obviously going to be unexpected. She would expect that he would do, you know, what any normal person would do when changing a child, you know, because of that relationship. But it's when you're with a person you don't know where it becomes tricky. And then it's like, how can I explain this? It's like leaving your most precious jewels, leaving your most precious gems in someone else's control. Do you feel where I'm coming from? But then from a medical professional's perspective, I get what BR Reality is saying, because when I spoke to a medical professional, female medical professional, nurse at that, yeah, and her words was quite clear. As far as she's concerned, then people are there to do a job, whether it's a midwife or a mid-husband, yeah. So you should respect their job, respect their title, let them do their job. Like, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to say I'm going to request the female one, and I'm entitled to it, just like everyone's entitled. But I do understand her argument, because that's her job, isn't it? She's, you know, she's promoting her field and promoting the professionalism of what she does.
Can I jump in and say something really quick, Chip?
Yeah.
I also do that as well, but for myself. Like, I have a preference when I see medical professions. Maybe I'm being biased, but I rather deal with a male than a female, because I've worked with and
in what situations? What, like
everything from
intimate ones?
GYN to like primary doctors to specialized doctors. I prefer male doctors.
But what if it's like the gynecologist or something like that? Would you not prefer female?
I prefer male gynecologists. I've had female gynecologists, and I don't really, they're not as, for me, as sympathetic as the male.
Yeah.
Doctor.
And you see when you say that, sis, yeah, I'm glad you went there, because I think that's the same with men. If I went to see someone, if I had a problem downstairs, I don't want no man looking down there. I really don't. And I feel like the female's going to be more sympathetic to me. She's going to be more delicate with her approach and everything else.
It's more of a comfort thing, innit? Because that's you know what I'm saying? I've been in that position, bro, where I've had to go to the doctors, and
I like the word you use. Comfort is comfort. Yeah, I like that's a good one. That's Moss. You're a genius, you know. Slightly, you're a genius, because I almost said so.
Yo, Shift.
Yeah.
Turn your mic down a little bit. It's a little.
Is that a bit better now?
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you, Foxy. I always try to get me a male gynecologist as well as a primary doctor. I've had many female doctors, and because we are women, we have some type of relation there. But then there are a lot of cultural differences. I have went to doctors who were of different ethnic backgrounds and things of that. And whatever I was experiencing, it was probably suitable or okay in their culture. So for them, they didn't see it as a problem. So I didn't get the care that I needed. So I've always, just from that point on, always wanted to have a male doctor.
Can I ask you, lady? Sorry.
That's the truth, Brass girl. I'm sorry. But no, for real, that's another issue, is that culturally, when you, for me, I've had that same experience, and it's like, I'd rather just deal with a male, because some of the women that are you know, different cultures, it's almost like they're not sympathetic. And so I'm like, I don't want to deal with you. I'd rather just deal with a male. And I feel more comfortable that way with them. But I guess that could be a preference as well.
On the subject of comfortable, can I ask both of you ladies a question? Do you feel more comfortable on a panel like this where, you know, we do banter and stuff, but there's no arguing. We don't do ad hominem. You're not really supposed to swear. If it slips out, you have to wait 2 minutes to swear again. So at least you know that now. And it's just that we try to keep the discipline and the respect levels high. So I just like to know your opinion on that and how you feel about that.
Oh wow, I didn't know you guys had rules to the panel, but when I came into the chat room and saw you guys up there on the panel, it was a calm energy, a serenity that I got. I just definitely can feel your energy. So I definitely like the panel. I like the discussion. The fact that it's all men, I think that Foxy and I are used to that. And in Foxy's chat, she also brings peace. So it's good to see a bunch of men up here relaxed and not boasting their testosterone. Yes, and being more intellectual. I do appreciate that.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah, nice.
Love.
I'm gonna add on to
that was like a dub plate.
My beauty Raz girl there. She's definitely correct. It's a very calm. There's no one flexing. You guys are all, you know, speaking intelligently and respectfully. And the fact that you have allowed two of us girls into the boys club, I like that, because it's like, yeah, I'm in the club. I'm in the club.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Oh, do you know what? It's not a boys' club, though. You know, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know, but you guys have your man caves and stuff, and you know. But I'm just saying, thank you for allowing us to join you on your platform.
Your sister Foxy, yeah. Can I be honest with you? Yeah, we do have our man caves and we do have our boys' clubs, but this isn't one, and that's why we have to have rules. We have to set the tone so that people don't get the wrong idea. Because otherwise, you sisters, you're gonna come over here and you're not gonna get your say. You're not gonna be able to keep your cool and, you know, just be your normal self. You're going to turn into someone else. Like I see on a lot of other panels, people turning into people they're not, because it's just chaos. There's no structure.
That's so true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, that makes sense. And this is why as Raz Girl said, that, you know, she could feel the energy, and it's calm, it's respectful. You know, no one's talking or disrespecting each other on the panel, and you giving us or a moment to have to voice our you know, opinions or our say, and that's respectful. And again, thank you for allowing me on your panel.
Well, we better see you both back then. I hope you've subscribed.
Absolutely, doing it right now.
Yes, I subscribe.
That was my forceful side coming out there. You see that, the male dominance.
Remember the bell. Click that bell.
Oh, I'm just gonna make this very clear, though. I am one that understands it's still a man's world. You know, we all need to fit in where we can, respectfully. Yeah. And I think that you guys, that's where I jumped in, where you guys were talking about that. Like, some women can do, you know, physically. I don't think every woman could do certain things that a man could do physically. But I understand where my role is. I'm not here to compete with the man. We're made equal. So can you help me? And I can help you. But I'm not here to compete with you, you know, if you understand.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we built. That's exactly what we built over here. You know, it's not about that. It's, you know, it's about sharing the knowledge with each other. You know, and in the day, I've been doing this channel for a few years, me and Shiffa. There's things that you lot come out with that I don't know. So, you know, it's just sharing the knowledge back and forth. And the reason why we have them rules is so no one don't get this. We don't really take disrespect anyway. We don't really come from them circles. So we're trying to just basically build this channel, what we come from. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is.
IP, did you hear what Foxy said though?
What's that?
She had that Masters of the Universe training. Cause you see, when you say stuff like what you just said, Foxy, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it is a man's world, but the moment you start talking like that and become that character, the whole world is yours. Cause a man's gonna do whatever he can to make you happy. That's the truth.
But it's a compliance, you know what I mean? Like, it's a give and take. It's not somebody being dominant over, because women can be dominant too, and because we know the power that we possess, some misuse it and they mistreat men, you know, bad, unfairly. So that for me, I'm not in any competition with the male. But some men want to be in competition with me, and I'm like, I don't understand. I'm your counterpart. I'm not.
Yeah, you see, and Foxy, this is the thing, yeah. Like, for instance, I had a conversation with my partner once about, you know, this kind of stuff, and at first I was received wrong until I gave the full explanation. And what I said was something I learned when I used to go to church as a child. You know, the man is the head, the woman's the neck. And the way I've always understood it is like this. If the man's the head, yeah, he's the head of the household. He's leading us somewhere and protecting us, you know, and watching out for things. But let me explain something to you. Without a neck, you can't turn your head. So my focus is always going to be where you put it. You are the neck. You have all the power. Yeah, because I can only focus where you put my attention.
A man's only as good as the woman he has, isn't it?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So we're equal. There is no, like, just because I'm the head don't mean we're not equal. Just like a body's balanced, you know, a body has balance. That's why you can balance. With you take the balance away, you're gonna fall down. The body's useless.
Century now, isn't it? Not the 18th century.
100%, man. It's good to have good sisters like you and Raz Girl, you know, to jump on the panel and have, you know, educated conversation with us, because I think a lot of people, you know, there's deeper subjects we're going to get into over the weeks, yeah, that people are really struggling with, relationship wise, community wise, job wise, XYZ. And I think that Peniros Mind, yeah, like, this guy is blessed, highly blessed, you know, like you said, you know, he will promote you for free, you know. This guy is the guy that got me online and said to me, you know, you'd be good at this, do this. And that's the reason why we want to do it, because we actually, you know, we want to be an integral part of our community, wherever we are, whether in the US, the UK, you know, whether black, white, you know, you can come on Peniros Mind and talk to us about any issue. Yeah, and we're here to work it out and, you know, be open-minded. We ain't closed over here. We're not closed to anything, but we are going to give our true opinions. So be, you know, wary of that. But that's as wary as you got to be. We ain't going to diss you. Don't diss us. We're not going to disrespect you. Don't disrespect us. We're not going to try and tarnish your name. Don't try and tarnish us. And everyone's living, isn't it?
Yeah. Touching down as well, shit. I'll soon have a website for the, you know, like the growing stuff, like the vegetables and that. We're working on that. So we'll have that on the channel soon as well, so people can click on that. So watch out, people, for that if you want to know what you can grow in certain climates and seasons and stuff. That's soon coming, that is.
Minds, is that going to be like for in homes or apartments? Like, will you still be able to?
It'll be outdoors, basically. So say if you've got like a balcony, a garden, a front garden, anywhere outdoors, and obviously there'll be temperatures so you can see if it works in your state and your climate. Obviously I can only do UK because I'm in the UK, but obviously there's a lot of fruit and veg that grows in the UK that will grow in a better climate as America has. The US has got a better climate for growing vegetables. But yeah, it's about trying to make people more organic and live from their own growing. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing more satisfying than preparing a meal that you've cooked, that you've grown yourself. Do you know what I mean?
That's the real organic though, boss.
Is beautiful. That is beautiful. I call that living off the land, and I am definitely into agriculture, science, and horticulture. So you just blessed me with that information. I can't wait till y'all put it on the channel, because I will be there to look at it.
Yeah, nice. It's relevant stuff, because what we're eating is all important, and a lot of the stuff we're putting in our bodies is toxic. You know, they're spraying it with pesticides. They're putting all sorts of stuff to help it grow faster. You know, they're mutating plants and doing all sorts of things to them. So, you know, if we can get some indigenous plants and have some real food growing, you know, that's going to make a big difference to us and, you know, our body, the system in our body, you know, the toxins we're putting in there. There's way too much. You know, the air, the food, the water, you name it, toxic, everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like I've only learned, bro, that I'm able to grow lemons and grapes in this country, bro. I never knew that before. I thought we all had to import them in it, but I could grow enough grapevines to do masses and masses of wines. I could do lemons for lemon curd, jam, jelly, as you'd call it in the US. There's just all sorts of things that we can do in the UK that I wasn't even aware of before. It was basically yeah, because P obviously knows, and you, Shiffa, know what I'm about. Proper green finger guy, innit? So P was like, oh, you need to do videos on when you're in the allotment doing your garden and stuff like that. So instead of the videos, because they're a bit long and you have to do a lot of editing and that, it's going to be like pictures with description. You can search in a certain plant that you want to grow and it'll give you all the
step by step. But you know what's good as well, though? I think you should do a couple indoor ones as well if you can, just to let the people.
Yeah,
I know you know the whole thing. You're not just an outdoor like. So there's some people there that have got flats and things like that. They ain't got no front garden and back garden. It'd be good if you could show them how to plant a few little couple things in their yard.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm also going to be doing like some.
Sorry about that.
Some DIY things in it. So say if you have got a balcony, I'm going to put templates of certain things you can build so you can grow on a balcony in such a small space, but get the maximum growth from that space. So, because that was something you mentioned, wasn't it, P? Like most of the population don't have the privilege of having large garden spaces. They've got confined areas and stuff. So there's going to be ones you can even, it won't be as natural, but you can buy a grow kit and do it indoors. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be all different types of jaunders on it, bro. It's going to be really good.
Have you been planting anything lately?
Oh, everything, bro. It's full at the minute. Like totally full. Obviously, it's in London, isn't it, bro? And I've just come from there, so I've got to make time to get back up there because it's my in-laws plot in it. So they've basically got two big, massive plots. I'd say it's size of full.
There's waiting list for them plots these days.
Yeah,
big waiting list, man. You know?
Yeah, and the surprising thing is, bro, one of the plots is next to a highway, innit? And you'd think that the toxins and the fumes and that would damage the growth and the quality of the food, but it actually doesn't, bro.
It must do something.
Maybe slow the progress down a little bit, but I believe if we use the right nutrients in the ground, bro, it'll level out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you have to have so much pH levels in everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the whole problem about it. The more nutrients you use, the more
unnatural
it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's but yeah, at least you can show them on a video how to make it as natural as possible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just flush it right. You flush it right now.
A quick one for the viewers. If you want potatoes, like potatoes are good for everything. You can get like a normal bin bag, like a bin liner if you're in the US. Buy some potatoes. Wait until the little shoots come out of the potatoes. Cut them in half. Plant 3 to each bin bag, and you can put these on a balcony at your front of your house, at the rear of the house. They don't need too much light as long as they're watered. And then basically within about 2 months or whatever, you've got your potatoes. All you have to do is cut the bag. It's clean, it's tidy, it's all controllable. And you can just pull your potatoes out of the soil, put the soil back in and redo it again. Do you know what I mean? And for each half potato, you get about 6-7 potatoes.
Right.
And those potatoes are the best potatoes ever, man.
Yeah, I got strawberries going right now.
All right, guys, listen, yeah. If there's noise in the background, yeah, at least mute it while you're not talking, and then when you're ready to talk, just unmute it. Yeah. So what you saying?
That's me, bro. Yeah. The house is busy right now, fam. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's all right. Foxxymoon, what you saying?
Oh no, I was saying that's a brilliant idea with the planting the potatoes, and because I live in what you would call AKA flat. It was an apartment, and I don't have the access, but I want to like at least have herbs natural, grown if I can in my apartment. So I just need to be guided in the right direction as far as what type of seeds and the lighting and so forth and so on. And I also wanted to add that is brilliant that we are going back into agriculture, because we have to be, you know, the food that we ingest, whatever we ingest in, it also starts to affect our mind and our gut, and the gut and the mind work together. And so if you're not nourishing that, this is why you're walking around, this is why people are walking around angry or you know, bitter, because their mind, their body is not being cleansed. They're not putting in organic or just, you know, natural foods, and they're eating fast food, and their brain is not, you know, elevated. So
yeah,
it's good that we're going back to that natural state.
That's what we're about, really, isn't it? We're kind of off-grid, kind of survivalists. So we want to bring a bunch of people together and share our knowledge, and them share their knowledge with us, so we can all grow as a nation that isn't actually tied down to the system as such. Because obviously we're not all happy with the way certain things are going. We'd like to make things different, but obviously we can't. But in small groups we can, do you know what I mean? That doesn't affect anybody else but ourselves. So in that respect, we can do little things that changes our own lives without affecting others.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, people, yeah, there's a video that I want to share with you, like, yeah. But yo, Shiff, you there? I want to send you a video to play. Don't even know if he's there or not. Well, yeah, so, and this video basically is about water, you know what I'm saying? And the water that we're actually drinking. See, people feel that just because you're buying your bottle of water from the shop, that is healthy. You know what I'm saying, Moss?
All them plastics, bruv.
Yeah, like the plastic alone, you know what I mean? With
billions of little plastic particles in every little water.
But yeah, give me a second, yeah, just to try and get this up, yeah. Because yeah, I need to definitely get this one up.
Yeah, I'm feeling, bro. We have better feedback from the US than the UK, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
So big up the US, man. Thank you for the support. It's much appreciated. Love and blessings to you and prayers to you all. You know what I'm saying? Like, in reality, US is what we believe to be social discomfort to us. I think US is feeling 10 times harder because it's a bigger nation. So big up to you all for taking your time to join our little group chat and sharing some knowledge from your own. Do you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. We do appreciate that. We appreciate when you guys come over to our chat too. Shiffa Don was at some platforms that we've been on too. So that made me, I really didn't even know that there was like a UK circuit, or you guys had channels and platforms. Yeah, girl, I did not know. So
me neither. This is the first time.
Yeah, so I have been like excited since I found them. And culturally there are some things here that America has, I don't know, lost or really haven't developed. So you find people of other countries and cultures who still practice certain things, like trying to live off the land, having certain gender roles and respect for people. And you appreciate that when you come across it. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Blessings. Yeah, it's on now, P. You can play it, bro.
This is Raptor News. We are drinking sewage water straight up out of the toilet in the sink. All these people with AIDS, syphilis, on their period, cancer, whatever, throwing up, drunks, flushing babies down the toilet. We are drinking water, treated sewage water. So this is the treatment center right here. And they are making us drink. They ain't making us, but that's all we got. They even mix in septic tank water, which is nasty as hell. Yes, septic tank water in with our water. This is toilet tissue in the water. You ever had bottled water and you poured it into a cup, or looked in the bottle and you see this floating stuff in the water? Straight up damn toilet tissue. And check this out. An electrolyzer is going to reveal what we really drinking. So it's going to turn the water to its damn natural state. It's going to, expose all of the elements that's in the water. The water is starting to look like Coca-Cola. It's starting to look like that sewage treatment center again, ain't it? Look at that. So you're actually going to the store and paying for this garbage. And then if you take a napkin, people, and you place that in that, and this is what we are drinking right out of the stove. They charging you to drink this sludge.
Yo, it's paused, P.
Oh, that's really disturbing and disgusting.
Yes.
Oh,
that's what that is. And you're gonna put dye in there because you want to test the pH levels of it, and you're getting deceived in this as well. So green is supposed to be neutral, blue is purple is supposed to be alkaline, and yellow is supposed to be acidic. They are just taking that garbage ass water with the tissue in it, and they putting baking soda and some other chemical in it, and thus you have alkaline. All you got is the garbage with baking soda and a fancy fucking label, and they making you think you're drinking some good purified water. And we just tested it a minute ago, and you saw under the test it turned into sludge, right? So now if you take this same test right here and you apply oxygen to it, right? Now oxygen is going to be applied to it, and so you're going to mix it up. You see the purple, the yellow, and the green again, and then you're going to blow bubbles in each one, and guess what you're going to find? You're going to find that, look at that green, it turned back yellow. And as they keep blowing oxygen in them, watch this.
Clean.
Yellow. It ain't neutral. You've been lied to in every damn thing, man. And then all the rest of them, you keep blowing them, that's almost turning freaking red, man. Lord knows what's in this crap, right? The greenish yellow was turning just pure yellow. And even when they do the other ones, you're going to see the color getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Everything that you got here, watch it get lighter. Lighter and lighter. If you rewind back the video, you're going to see it got lighter. Watch the other one get lighter. Watch. Look the color it is now. Watch it get. You see it getting lighter? Acidic. They ran a game on us, folks. We are drinking shit water, and we paying for it, and we getting sick off of this crap. I guarantee you. This is Raptor News.
Yo, P, that was a great video, bro.
Wow. Wow.
That's the knowledge we need to be sharing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that was powerful, man. That was powerful.
If you already have perfectly straight teeth, click that skip button because
we had a big situation, I think, Raz Girl, with Flint, Michigan in the United States. What was that, 2014?
Yes, it's still ongoing now, where they had like a high acidity and lead and stuff in the water. Babies were sick, and they were telling them that they couldn't drink water from their faucets and sinks and things of that nature. So people have been trying to ship them water, but they've basically been a lost society over there in regards to this too. And that is really mind-boggling to, oh my God. I'm just without
and the
words
infrastructure,
right
the infrastructure is so old that even like to try to get the piping and replace all this. And this is here, this is a city in the United States, Flint, Michigan. And so we're supposed to be so advanced and so savvy that we have people living off of disgusting, dirty toilet water that they can't even drink because, as Raz Girl said, there's babies that, you know, there's cancers, all kinds of different ailments that are happening. And you know, our government is not really helping to, you know, change the
it's not a priority.
Right.
See, I'm lucky now because I've moved to a different area, fortunate of circumstances and incomes, etc. But we've actually got like this freshwater spring that comes out the mountain, and I took my stepkids and my partner up there, and we tasted the water. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm just trying to figure a way of storing it in bulk where I can store it and it not chlorify itself or chemicalize itself through the storage system, so that we could actually use it in mass production. Because honestly, like, I drank it for one day. I was there like the whole day and I was drinking it, so it was a hike to get there, and the feeling you had from that to a normal bottle of water. And funny enough, I actually had a bottle of water with me in it because I'm used to drinking water. I don't like popping it because I've always believed that water is the best thing. And now you've shown me this, P. Jesus, that shop can close its doors to me, bro. I'm not buying no more water in it. I'm telling you. Like my dad's like, I'm gypsy. For the people that don't know, I come from gypsy heritage in it, so I'm a traveller. And my dad's always drank from the springs. He's got a natural spring on his land where he gets the spring water. And he's now 75, but he's got the body of a 50-year-old. You know what I mean? And that's due to him not eating meat, like red meat as such, and chemicalized water, etc. And he's always told me that, so I've always believed in that. But seeing that video, P, that's like evidence, total evidence. There's no denying it now.
Yeah, no, it's foul.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie.
What avenues are people supposed to utilize now to get water that's substantial and healthy for themselves? Like, what do they do?
We're gonna starve. In fact, we're gonna what's the word? You die of thirst.
Dehydrate.
I think we need. Yo, bro, I've just got my new business plan in it. I'm gonna make a water system that collects rainwater.
Come on then, let's do this. Moz, I'm in, man. I'm in. I'll be your marketeer. Yeah. You help me build the thing. I'll invest as well. Don't worry, I got money. We good. Yeah. But I need some water too, bro. I can't be drinking toilet water.
How does the government claim rights to water? Like, we all have to pay water bills, innit? How can they claim that right when they don't even own the water? It comes from the solar system, innit?
Exactly.
But the city water would be worse, right? The city.
Jesus. Ooh. Now you can tell why you've got so much chlorophine in the water. When you drink it, you have that thick plate on your mouth, don't you?
Yeah. Sorry, Rascal, what did you say?
No, I was in agreement with you guys. Agreeing with him.
Yeah, I think Foxy said something as well.
No, yeah, agreement as well. Like that's deep. Yeah. You know.
Is BR still here?
Yeah, BR's here, man, but he's probably just doing something right now. So big up to BR reality.
Yeah, bless up.
Bro, my house is busy right now. My man's got the family.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. That's what I'm saying. But I appreciate you taking time out of your
exactly.
Life
you see it.
Jump on there, man.
You see it, and that's the main thing.
Too. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Yeah, as long as you're trying to mute yourself and not trying to let all the because P will mute me anyway. He knows if he hears noise and I've forgotten to mute it, just mute me. I don't care. So he might mute you if there's like background noise or whatever. But you know, it's all respect around here. So if we're on the channel, just try and not. Yeah, if you've got music playing in the background or anything like that as well, obviously it's not. Yeah,
yo,
but you're not got no music.
Sorry, Shifa. Big shouts out to A London. I see you. Daughter
Zion. Yeah, big up A London as well. Yeah.
Big up Stephanie Nelson as well, and Georgia Lynch. Big up, and everyone else. I know you got a big up already. But yeah, Shifa.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is now, like we've had a wonderful show, and we're coming to the end, and I feel like I don't want to go yet. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I don't want to go yet, but because we're sticking to a format. And we don't want to kill all of our subjects in one night. We're all building relationships with each other as well. Though it's online, you know, this is a intellectual relationship, and I think it will flourish more if our brains have got time to recuperate, you know, get some rest. We can come back tomorrow and we got some more stuff to talk about.
100%, man.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, you do need to like have a couple of days in between, where you have to kind of like, because there's so much going on outside of outside of our own homes, like just society wise, where you got to like decompress a little bit and come back up for air and, you know, have kind of like a fresh start. So I understand what you're saying, Shif, as far as like having that moment to like decompress, and then you don't want to like let everything out all at one time, because we got to digest it. Like our brains have to digest all of that. So that makes sense.
And also, sisters, I would like you lot to drop off some subjects too, if there's anything that you lot would like to cover, whether it's relationship wise, whatever. And we can get into them sort of discussions as well.
Definitely, I definitely appreciate that. I just want to thank you guys for inviting us to the panel. Your energy was wonderful. It's always a pleasure to meet new people, and I definitely love the content and discussion today. Shiffa, I'm so happy to see you up here talking. I always see you in the chat. Peniros Mind. It is a great pleasure to meet you. I will definitely come back. Mosslands, thank you for all that information. I'm going to be looking for the blog and PR whenever you're back on here. I hope we can communicate more. Definitely check us out at Behind the Bar 2.0. We are a bar over there where we play music, do shots, and have discussion as well. Just come there for fun. And,
definitely.
You know, give us a shout
can
out.
You put that link in the back?
I definitely will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate both of you. BR, big up yourself, Moss, Shif.
Bye, Foxy. Love you always.
Love you, my beauty queen. Yes, and gentlemen, I want to thank you also for allowing us to share like minds. And because I'm also on kind of like that platform as well, like where shameless plug, I do tarot cards. But we've all kind of like with Behind the Bar and Raz Girl, like they've become family as well. And so I'm honored to like be here with you guys, because now it's like forming across the pond, as they say, and starting new relationships with like-minded people as well. So I thank you so much. And
Foxy, do you have a channel?
Huh? Oh, it's Foxy Premiere. That name is there.
Okay, yes, yeah. People hit that up as well, man. Like and subscribe. Because come on, man.
But I also not only do the cards. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go, sis. You go when you're finished.
All right. I just want to wrap that up. So I also have like these kind of thought-provoking conversations as well. So it's not just reading the cards. Like I did a topic yesterday on regards to like the Bill Cosby's and that kind of situation. So this is a great platform. So again, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me, because it's this like-mindedness. I'm feeling like Spirit has led me to. It's just a weird coincidence, I guess, or Spirit just led me to you guys. Like I said, Willie Podcast plugged me in, and I tuned in, and it was like perfect timing. What you guys were saying was right on point with what I've been talking about. So thank you.
Yeah, sis, I just wanted to say, like, for everyone else that's got channels that's collaborated with us, and you've come over here and been panelists XYZ, we appreciate you. So big up yourselves, to the likes of Larry Beach, Behind the Bar, Valley Vision, like you'll see us. I'll be over there, because we got to support each other, man. Especially people who are doing good things, education, positive energy. I want to hear stuff like that. So if it's just
big up Jedi, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Big up Illuminati as well. Like even the guys that like to troll, even like King Troll and those guys.
You gotta give them
their 187, all of them channels. That big up yourselves, man, because we all have to support each other, and we're all gonna keep growing as long as we keep that positive energy, regardless of what we like doing.
Yeah, that's my sentiment. I keep passing this along to whatever platform that I come on, even on my own, is that we're all gonna eat, right? Doesn't matter how the pie is divided. Some may have a bigger piece, but the fact is that we should all be able to eat off the same plate. And share that, you know, with each other.
Yes, sis, thank you for that, man. Appreciate that. And I think we're all on the same page there. So on that note, big up everyone for listening. It was nice having you. Big up man like Moslins, BR Reality, Foxy, Raz Girl, Peniros Mind, most importantly, because this is your channel, my brother, and without you, we won't have these discussions.
No, but what I was gonna say, like we were talking earlier on, she was saying earlier, this is a community channel. It's for all, it's for everybody that respects it, you feel me? Like, end of the day, that's what it is. Like, it's a community channel for everybody that's gonna respect it, and that's that for everyone at their disposal. You understand?
Absolutely. Thank you, Peniros. Thank you again for allowing me to come up on your platform.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks.
And I will be back. I subscribe. I will be back.
We needed some females up here, so thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Right. Yeah, he's too modest, sis.
They be getting a bit shy. They be getting a bit shy in the chat. Like, you know, people be getting a bit shy in the chat, you know?
Nah, they're not shy, man. You're just too modest, bro. Like, not being funny, bro. Thank you. Like my sister said, thank you. We appreciate your channel. We appreciate what you're doing. Learn to take praise and compliments. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think we're out. We're done. Big up everyone. BR next time. Yeah, Moslins next time.
Yep.
Foxy next time. P next time. Yes. I think we're done. Like, push that button.